Hi, I'm Brady Riggs. This is Kevin Scheller. And this week we're going to look at fixing one of the easiest problems we see from our students, and that is the open face slice. What happens to most players that slice is the club face is in an open position at the top, and the outside in attack they make is an attempt to save what is inevitably going to be a shot that curves to the right. The first place we look is in the grip and the way the left hand is positioned on the club. In a weak grip, which would cause the face to be open, we'd see the majority of the left hand on the target side of the handle. This would make the club face open at the top. Instead, what we want to see is the heel pad on top of the handle, and enough hand so that we have hand to the back side of the handle and hand on the forward side of the handle. Remember, don't worry too much about the knuckles or the V's. Just try and get the hand so that you've got it, the handle running up through the middle of it. Okay, once you fix that grip and you know that that's not the problem, let's see if the top of the backswing is causing that slice. As Kevin works up to the top here, we're going to see a very common mistake we see in a lot of slicers. There's a big angle between the back of his left hand and his left forearm at the top of the swing. When you cup your wrist like this at the top, the leading edge of the club face is now hanging straight down towards the ground. And you can use your DSR to actually draw a line there and see where it's pointing. When it's hanging straight up and down, it's wide open, and that's a great way to hit a very weak slice. Instead, you want to get that left wrist flat. You do this by pushing the knuckles over so that there's a nice straight line between the back of the left hand and the left forearm at the top of the swing. Now you can see the club face has gone from a very open position to a square position. The leading edge of the club face is now on about a 45-degree angle to the ground. That's parallel to the plane, and that's square. Once you've got the left wrist situated perfectly, there's nothing much left to do except come down into impact. The left wrist stays flat. This keeps the leading edge of the club face square, and you can see now it's pointed straight up and down right where it should be. And it also helps keep the club head inside the hands coming into impact. This attacks the ball from inside out, the face is square, and your slice is gone. Remember the anatomy of this slice we're talking about. It starts with a weak grip, then you check that left wrist at the top. If you fix both those problems and you keep that left wrist flat coming down, your slice is going to be gone.